Welcome, everyone. This is Glenda Dawson, and you're watching channel messages that we do every single week on Sundays, 7 p.m. Eastern. And these channel messages are from beings of light, the original council, the council of light, the council of 12, council of 9, council of 8, and so on and so on. Any other light beings also that may want to show up to help us in our journey. The basic idea is to give us coordinates each and every week to visit different places where we probably have been, and if we haven't been, someone who's watching this has been. And this is all to help us remember or remembrance of who we truly are, what our gifts are. And if you're willing to do this every week with us, you will start to see that your gifts will expand. They are being activated, and you may notice that all of a sudden you start to see certain signs. You start to feel certain ways, like if you're going into a store and doesn't feel right. You never had that before, but it's for your protection. So you become more empathic, more psychic, more healing, because you become a conduit for healing. We do get coordinates, like I stated before, and we travel. Now, if you do not know how to do that, you don't have to worry about it. All you have to do is just set the intention to go where we go. Be open and surrender to this process. And the more you surrender, the stronger and the more transformative these sessions will be. So with that being said, I welcome the group, the members of the group that are here. And I also open the channels so that we can all receive. Now, for those that are in the audience or watching this, no matter when you're watching it, just please close your eyes and take slow, deep breaths. And that will help you connect with the energy. Whether you watch us live or you watch us later, it is still all about energy. And you will still get the same experience, no matter what. If you fall asleep, not to worry. That just means that your higher self is calming you enough that your monkey mind just goes to sleep. And of course, your body follows. And it is perfectly okay. You will still hear everything. You will still feel everything. You will still travel wherever we need to go. So don't think that because you fall asleep, like a few of you have written to me, that you do not get anything. You do get everything. All right, take another deep breath. Now I'm opening the floor to any member who has coordinates.
16, 17, 3, 21, 16, 17, 3, 20, and 1.
Okay.
Now, I started before we officially did. I am in Mother Gaia, but it is a landscape like you might expect to see above ground, in that there are mountains, there's a skyline, but we are actually in Mother Gaia.
Mm-hmm.
And I also saw a light being descend into the arena. Arena meaning where we're at. Hashina Yadakota, Hashino Ya, Inanera, Anushi, 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 Minano, May Yatuchan, May Miroa, Kachu, Kachu, Animal. We are being welcomed to the sacred space in the heart of Mother Gaia. So it's even deeper than what you might anticipate in her heart. You can feel the vibrations of it. She also says that this is a special moment, a moment of reflection, but a moment of sublime love.
Mm-hmm. There is an activation occurring within this experience. As soon as you started, all my hair stood up, and basically the activation, when I feel an activation feeling, that started right away. So, which is good. One of the things that is being activated is the actual feeling or actual patience. They feel we as human beings need to have a lot more patience at this very moment, and probably for the next few years. Patience, more patience with ourselves, with others, with the situations, so that we don't participate in adding more negative energy into an environment that is already at the brink, at the very edge. And that's also where the amazing unconditional love part comes in. Because once we have patience and we understand it and how to keep it, we will also be integrating unconditional love with that.
It's interesting. I had an image of enchiladas. Anyway, with the messages that we were being fed. Fed deeply, spiritually. Many are experiencing deep hurts and pains, if not in their personal life, often a reflection of the greater world. And they don't always have a resource to feel comforted, to feel secure and safe. And this is definitely a place where you can embrace that and feel the comfort, feel the gentle support, and be nourished. I look at in the mountains. Um, I don't know if you've seen pictures necessarily of the Smoky Mountains. They have that kind of blue haze
Mm-hmm.
over them.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, the mountains all have varying shades of blue and purple.
Mm-hmm. And I also see a being that is slowly approaching, dressed completely in blue with a lot of glitter, but it's made of actual jewels. So it's all integrated silver and precious stones and that kind of thing, all under dress. Um, she does have a headgear, and she reminds me of what we portrayed Cleopatra to look like from the movies. You know, very beautiful woman, long black hair, something in her head which represents some type of royalty. And the dress is straight down, um, has like a cape on the top, and she has something in her hands that will be handed out to each and every person their part. So, for example, I may get part of a scroll and the other part, and you may get another part of the scroll, and so on and so on. Each one of us is going to receive exactly what we need at this moment to create that energy of patience and unconditional love. And to be able to get to a point where we are actually not only raising our own vibration, but the vibrations of those around us and those that we interact even in the stores or in the cars, wherever, to hopefully get that rolling. So to get everyone to feel better and spread the more positive energy instead of, unfortunately, being frustrated or angry or chaotic and spread that energy. So she's also has very big black eyes, kind of like almond shape this way, but the body is the only thing that's different from a human body that I can see. Everything else will represent a woman here on earth. And she is going around and taking what she needs from her hands and handing it over to each person. And I do see others there, other humans. So I may be seeing the future of all the people who are actually watching this, whether it's live or later on. And at this very moment, she's handing you exactly what you need. And you will get to feel that the second she puts it in the palm of your hands. And it might be represented like a white dove or a rose or anything. that's just for your vision. That's just for you to understand, because our minds, our human minds, are so boxed in that we always require some type of label, whether it's a physical label or just a wording label. And she's going around and handing it whatever that person needs. Now leave. She's right in front of you. So if you could just extend your hands, open your palms, and let her offer you what she believes you need. Okay. And as she's moving towards you,
She is giving me a red rose, and the petals have that soft gentleness that we associate with mothers or grandmothers.
mhm,
But as I hold the rose gently before me, the petals begin to fall away, and as they fall away, they turn into doves, taking peace and love out to the greater world, the greater galaxy, the greater universe.
mhm.
The air is kind of unique too. There's an earthiness like woods. There's clarity like after a rain. You can almost detect at least it's shining.
Mm. There's like a smell of peacefulness. I'm not able to explain it correctly, but like when you breathe in, you just feel calm because the actual air is so pure that it just gives you that sensation. Hmm. Now I'm looking to my far left and I see this huge pond. Could be considered a lake depending on how you look at it, and it's very, very quiet and still, even though you could see fish, for all intents and purposes, fish, because some don't look like it, but uh, water beings, they're like traveling under, so there isn't any ripple or anything on the top. It's completely glazed, smooth, very reflective. And if you go up to it and you look, you could see your reflection. You can also see the reflection of other lifetimes that have been instrumental to your soul's growth and evolution. Those other lifetimes you made a lot of stride in the work what you signed up for. Just experience it, and maybe some of that knowledge will resurface, those lessons, those experiences. You know, Jess, you were talking about rose petals, and now I'm smelling roses.
There's more than one heron, blue heron,
Mm-hmm.
on the far side of the water. And it is there as witness because all of our words, our actions, our thoughts, our motivations need to be witnessed within the greater universe because they matter.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is too insignificant. Nothing is unworthy or useless or whatever negative messages you may have heard. They are all valid. They all hold truth.
Mm.
Seeing writing on the water surface. The whole lake is covered with words.
Mm-hmm. They kind of keep moving upward, like, okay, read this line, and okay, you're done with that one. Let me shift you to the next bottom line, and under that, and um,
section of the lake that has lotus flowers. They're just lovely. And it's a reminder that a lotus flower, its roots grow in the muck, muddy muck of the bottom of the lake. And yet the flower itself is pristine and pure, just like we are. We live on Earth, which is certainly a wonderful place. But right now, there's so much chaos around us. But that's where we're rooted. But our soul, our spirit, our higher self is. We can grow into that pristine flower.
mm-hmm. Ishki kure kalaitis kai makazu kushkulu kuburulu bayala kaskaye kalaku kurakaskani guru kuralabi kirigi durula kishkulu kurmaralaya kiskalaki ki kuralaya shish kamaralaya kisayalo kashaki skurulu giri giri labera. Since the beginning, you all existed. You all planning part of the greater substance, the greater being. You helped in the creation of this world, this 3D world that you live in. You are now just starting to open up and allow the truth to be in you and around you. Allow those gifts to reach a new point, a new level, and allow yourselves to be greater than you have presented up to this point on what you call Earth. Gaia, as you state, is a living being. Terra is another living being within Gaia and Earth. And Earth itself is trying to correct the wrong that has been done. And she is directing us to continue our missions, to more than ever move forward in what the journey we signed up for. Move forward and carry positive energies. Move forward without chaos, without toxicity, but just love, empathy, and union. Mashkalaki pushka yalai ki kurala kaka kakaki sku walaya kalkiki ki puru kata tatakaki. Kaiskalakaru kurku kurupidakli ki galai galaya lakarkaki. As I show up, you have not seen, but you will feel my presence in 3, 2, 1. Allow yourself to be surrounded by that unconditional love that I am sending to you. I am trying to rejuvenate you to the being, to your original print, to your original being, the being that was here when creation started to plan, not just having a place, but letting the souls grow, letting the souls journey, letting the souls be part of one. In this moment, it is important that you all continue to raise your vibrations and spread that light and that frequency. Do not let others derail you or stop you. Each and every day, you could change people's lives just with a smile, just with a hello, or an opening of the door. And just remember and envision this moment of our hugs, of our care, of our energies, so you can feel safe and protected and know that you are here for a purpose that's greater than you, for humanity as a whole. Now, Now we see the mountains go through a rapid change. And they're going through all the 4 seasons as we experience it on Earth. But it's like one right after another. And right before your eyes, you can see the lush greens into the fall colors, and then the white caps, and then all the yellows and bright oranges from all the flowers. And it continues to go around and around. And what I am hearing is, although those mountains change, they're still the same. They still have the original blueprint. Some branches may be longer, some branches may be shorter. Trees may have more fruit, some may not. But they are all going through their seasons, remaining steadfast in their journey and their path. Anyone have another coordinate? Because I'm getting pushed that we need to go. Okay. Next destination, 7/22, 17, 28, 5, blue. Please share when you arrive. I got picked up by my dragon, so I'm flying in luxury.
I was seeing a horizon, but we think of a horizon as being parallel to the Earth's surface, and mine was tilted sideways.
Okay.
But it was, I think, because I am flying and my wings were tilted, so my vision was somewhat skewed. But I'm seeing a water surface. Just kind of gliding down and touching gently on the water. Swan at the moment. I was not expecting a swan.
And I was going to say, I'm sorry, but I just splashed her. My dragon's landing when it's not exactly gentle.
Graceful.
It was more like flop, which is okay.
As I was landing to my right, there was this big, tall, for lack of a more accurate word, spike of ice coming up out of the ground. Almost like, you know how sometimes you see pictures of the giant crystals in the earth, and they dwarf humans. Well, it's like that. I mean, in size, and It's very, very long, just a long pointy triangle, spike or whatever.
Mm.
It's a crystal-like magnet. That's
Mm.
what I'm getting.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm getting that too. Uh,
I'm being drawn to it.
it's very interesting because as the closer I get, I see this spiral on the outside of it. Just for description wise, it's kind of like a metal and just spiral all around. Um, and it's carrying energy around and just taking it from the beginning and bringing it down into Gaia.
It's a crystal. Can access the Akashic records.
Mhm.
Things that you have searched for
Mhm.
will be revealed. It carries the story of creation, which is continuing to unfold. Though our times seem turbulent right now, in the greater scheme of things, it's a short period of time, and
Mhm.
balance will be restored.
Mhm. And of course, I had to be that curious child, so I had to touch it. And all of a sudden, I got a rush through me of pure energy that made me let it go completely. I was startled. Don't know why, because I should realize by now, but I was startled, and so I released it.
You
And
may
where,
have thought you released it, but you actually absorbed it. You absorbed the coding in it.
Mhm. Which explains why my handprint is still on it. Very interesting. And I do feel a surge of energy coming through me, and I see symbols just traveling and being absorbed into my skin. Only way I can kind of explain it.
Kind of covered with golden glyphs.
Mm. This is pretty when it's on and it's about to go right into the skin. It's a really nice, bright royal blue color. And then it just disappears in me. Mm.
There's a beach ball at the top of it. It's crystalline. Just saying. The beach ball's been following us around. I don't know why, but it has.
Maybe because I need a beach day.
Remind ourselves to be playful about things and not take things too seriously. You know, the worries and troubles that we experience at this point in time.
It will be distant memories.
Now it's spinning, but it's turned into a glyph encrusted glass ball, crystal ball, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just spinning, casting out energy pulsations.
And I saw a big dove just fly away from the very top when it started to spin as a crystal ball. It's a beautiful dove, but we relate to a peace dove. Just go flying, beautiful, graceful. Um, I'm seeing a lot of stuff, but it's all coming at me really fast, so I don't have time to really make it out. But it's just coming through me. I guess depositing what I need and then continuing for the next person. It's like it actually walks intense purposes. It flows through me out the back and then goes to whoever else is here. Hmm. See a bright light starting to shine down on us. And I get the feeling we need to walk towards one of those beams. Hmm. Very interesting.
Feeling like a Tesla rod when it connects with something, there's that jagged bolt of electricity going forward from it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that internally, but it's not unpleasant. It's not like putting your finger in a light socket. It's a very intense, but a gentle intensity, if that makes any sense. It's clearing out blockages. Because even though no matter how much work you do, there's always something else to
Another layer.
look at or
Yeah.
light or whatever.
Another layer of healing. It's very interesting. It's starting to kind of die down. Slowly stop the spinning. And it's just fading away right now.
Slow, I'm sensing the crystal receding into the waters.
Mm-hmm. They gave us what we needed. And now they're going back. So they could pick up more and then give others that travel there what they require. Oof.
Edge to move.
Mm-hmm. And when you said that, I just saw steps. Like, okay, get out.
Yeah. They want us to take our gifts with us that we received.
Mm-hmm. And to allow the integration of them into our energy field, into our psyche, into our bodies. I'm getting the feeling they want us to go completely.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else from anyone?
I'm good.
Okay. So here we go. It's 5, 4. Start to feel yourself coming back into your physical body. 3, 2. Take a deep breath and notice any sounds of the physical place that you started at. 1, 0. You are in full balance back to where you started from, but better. Take a couple of deep breaths. Let those energies and gifts integrate as we are all thankful and grateful for this journey and this integration, these healings that occurred as we were traveling. Take another deep breath. You may open your eyes whenever you are ready. No rush. It's your journey. I want to thank everyone that was here today from our group members, Jazz and Leave. And I want to thank all those that watch us live or watch us reruns. Continue to please send emails letting us know your experiences, letting us know what you saw, didn't see, felt, didn't feel, etc. Take a deep breath, and we want to say thank you, many blessings, and as always, we love you. See you next week. Bye.